Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Emily if you're new here. Today's video is another exciting video. It is a monthly TBR video. I will be continuing on with my TBR jar. I had so much fun last month with the TBR jar, so I thought it would be another perfect time to use this. I did add a lot more prompts in for this month as it is October, it is spooky season. I want to read as many of these books as I can because I just want to read all the spooky vibes in the month of October. September I had a massive reading month. I will talk about that later in my wrap up, but I had a fantastic reading month and I exceeded a number of books, so I'm very pleased with myself, although I think I did not read 3 books out of my TBR video last month, but I am planning on reading those in the next few months. It got a little bit chaotic there. So anywho, the orange and purple little prompts that are in here are specifically Halloween, spooky, horror themed, and the other prompts are just the prompts that I used last month. So there should be like around 50 or 60 prompts in this jar to pick from. I don't know how many books I plan on reading this month. I want to read a lot of horror, and horror is such a fast-paced, thrilling read for me, so I'm possibly thinking of pulling 8 prompts out of the jar and picking 8 reads to read in the month of October. In Australia, I'm into a heat wave again. It's going from hot to cold to hot weather. I'm just seriously getting so over it. But I personally love celebrating October and the spooky vibes in October. I have friends in America whom I'm living vicariously through with all of the cute decorations and their decor that they have for Halloween. So I am so excited. As you can tell, I'm wearing my Chucky shirt for this video, and I also have some Pennywise earrings in that I'm absolutely obsessed with. So I'm feeling very spooky and in the theme of October. I'm just gonna get right into it. I also will mention that I have a few books on Libby that I will be picking from if those prompts fit, and also I have a few Kindle reads that I don't want to forget about because I always seem to forget about my e-reads and my audiobooks, whereas I know I have physical books, but I really want to start utilizing Libby and Kindle more because I have been going back and forth with those, but I'm absolutely loving audiobooks at the moment, specifically for horror and thriller genres. So if a prompt fits that, I will be reading the books that I have on my Libby currently, which I'm so excited about. So anyways, I'm just going to get straight into it. So I have my jar, as I said, the purple and the orange are spooky horror themed prompts. I'm going to give it a really good shake. I'm just going to pull one out. I'm not looking. Oh, I've got 2 here. I'm just going to pick the purple one. The first prompt is blood on the cover. As Good as Dead has blood on the cover on the glass shards. I don't know if any of my other books have blood on the cover. Yes, I do. House of Hollow also has blood on the cover. Final Girl Support Group has blood on the cover, I think. Yeah, so I know for a fact that those are the only ones that have blood on the cover because I don't think any of the others suit that. Okay, so I have 3 books to choose from. I know what I'm going to go for because Liv from Endless Pages really wanted me to read this month, so I'll be reading As Good as Dead, and I'll be finally finishing off the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. I'm really excited to finish the series off. I'm obsessed with it. I love the first 2 books, and I have mentioned this multiple times in other videos, so I'm not going to go too into it, but this is the final book in the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy. I'm really excited. I love this series so much. So I'm just going to put my little picks over here. Okay, I'll put these back. Alright, let's pull out another prompt. Alright, we have a white one. Okay, we have, okay. So this prompt is a book that matches the current season. So I might twist this prompt a little bit because I know we're here in Australia, for me it's springtime, but this video is dedicated to October, which is spooky season. So I'm going to go with spooky season because you know me, I want to read spooky books. So I am going to take this one off because I am reading this month and I may as well just include it in this video if I can. So I will be reading It by Stephen King. Yes, I am reading this massive book. It is over 1100 pages. It is so fluffy though. This edition, the publishers must have released new covers and new editions of this book because the flop is there. Like it is, it's beautiful. The sound that it's making, chef's kiss. So yes, I'll be reading It by Stephen King. That follows Pennywise. So as you can see, I'm representing Pennywise. Pennywise, he terrorizes children for whatever else reason to live long as he has. He's a very old demon. So I may as well just read the synopsis out in case anyone was interested in picking up It by Stephen King. So we all float down here. Derry, Maine is just an ordinary town, familiar, well ordered, for the most part, a good place to live. It is a group of children who see and feel what makes Derry so horribly different. In the storm drains, in the sewers, it lurks, taking on the shape of every nightmare, each one's deepest dread. Sometimes it appears as an evil clown named Pennywise, and sometimes it reaches up, seizing, tearing, killing. Time passes and the children grow up, move away and forget, until they are called back once more to confront it as it stirs and coils in the sullen depths of their memories, emerging again to their past. Nightmares are terrible present reality. I cannot wait to read this. I am so excited. This will be my first Stephen King novel. I have watched all of the It movies, the re-adaptations and new ones that have come out, the original It. I love Pennywise. Yes, he's absolutely horrifying, but I honestly can't wait to experience it in a book format. I am just really, really excited. Okay, let's pull out the third prompt. Okay, so I've got another purple one. Book with a gothic setting. Okay, so for one, I know that House of Hollow, I think, is a gothic setting. We have House of Salt and Sorrows is another gothic setting, and One Dark Window, I think, would be classed as a gothic setting as well. So these are the three picks that I could choose from, but I'm gonna go with One Dark Window because I have been wanting to read this for months now, ever since I purchased it. I think I got this book back in August. I don't exactly remember, but just like the end pages, I'm literally obsessed. It screams gothic to me. It is a gothic, dark, fairy tale-esque retelling. We follow Elspeth, and she basically is protected by nightmares. So I was born with fever, my blood dark as night. An ancient mercurial spirit is trapped inside Elspeth Spindle's head. She calls him the Nightmare. He protects her, he keeps her secrets, but nothing comes for free, especially magic. So that's all you really need to know. I will most definitely do some sort of reading vlog on this. I have seen hype all over this book recently. Everyone is obsessed with it. I think it is definitely, the magic system evolves around like tarot cards and that sort of magic system. So I'm really excited to read this. I know the sequel is coming out next month, I think. But this edition is just absolutely stunning, and I have only heard really, really, really good things about it, especially for being the perfect gothic setting and having a little bit of subplot romance. I'm so excited. Okay, let's pull out another one. There's so many in here. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, we have an orange one. Okay. Haunted Locations. Okay, so instead of The Shining for the haunted location prompt, I'm going to pick The Exorcist House, and that is by Nick Roberts. This is basically sort of like the Conjuring vibes. We follow a family who move to their Appalachian farmhouse where they encounter an unimaginable horror. In the summer of 1994, psychologist Daniel Hills buys a rustic farmhouse nested in the rolling hills of West Virginia. Along with his wife and teenage daughter, the family uproots their lives in Ohio and moves south. They are initially seduced by the natural beauty of the country setting. That soon changes when they discover a hidden room in the basement with a well, boarded shut and hardened with crucifixes. Local legends about the previous owner being an exorcist comes to light. But then, all hell has broken loose. This 1990s horror novel is perfect for fans of family thriller book stories of demonic possession, exorcism fiction, the occult, or thrillers like The Exorcist, a head full of ghosts, and the Amityville horror. Oh, that's right up my alley. My favorite horror movies, any sort of possession movie, I'm absolutely there for. I love possession, so sign me up for that, please. Okay, let's pull out another prompt. I'm just gonna go for it. Okay, one just fell out, so I'm going with that one. Okay, so the prompt is a book from your favorite genre. My favorite genre right now is definitely fantasy, paranormal romance. Loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. I am definitely going to pick Die For You by Lauren Jackson because I have received an advanced reader copy and I would really like to get this read in the next few days if that is possible. I have so many things I'm working on at the moment, but I really want to read this and support Lauren with her release as she is an Australian author. So I'm very excited to read this. So basically this is the paranormal romance about a vampire, a human searching for her sister, a grumpy vampire bodyguard, and a predator on the hunt. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? So pumped for this. I'm gonna pull out another prompt. This jar is too small for me to put my hand in. Okay. We got a book to sink your teeth into. Ooh. Okay. Am I taking that as like a vampire, like sink your teeth into it? Or is it just like a book to sink yourself into because you're so obsessed and enthralled in the story? I think I'm gonna go with Bunny by Essie Tolson because I know that everyone says that it is unhinged. The ending is so unhinged, and if you know me, I love unhinged books. I love Bunny by Mona Award, which is so unhinged. So I'm going to pull out Bunny. Other side. Okay. Now I did actually start this and I was one chapter in, but then I wanted to save it specifically for October because look at this cover. It just screams spooky season to me. So we follow Silas, and his whole entire childhood he was brought up in a very upbringing of neglect, and basically Silas he did not have a happy childhood in any case. So this is a haunting psychological supernatural thriller, also by some amazing authors. This is actually written by a husband and wife duo, so that's so cool. I'm really pumped to read this as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 currently. Okay, we're gonna move on to prompt number 7 now. So I'm just gonna pull out the 7th prompt. Okay, I'm gonna go with the purple because I just pulled out 2. Oh, supernatural thriller. What is with all these? I don't have enough. Okay, I'm gonna pick The House on Needless Street by Catriona Ward for this prompt, as I'm pretty sure it is a supernatural thriller. It does say on the blurb that it is for fans of Gone Girl and The Haunting of Hill House. So that just screams supernatural thriller to me. yeah, so basically The House on Needless Street is a shocking, immersive read perfect for fans of Gone Girl and the Hauntings of Hill House. In a boarded up house on a dead-end street at the edge of the wild Washington woods lives a family of 3. A teenage girl who isn't allowed outside, not after last time, a man who drinks alone in front of his TV trying to ignore the gaps in his memory, and a house cat who loves napping and reading the Bible. An unspeakable secret binds them together, but when a new neighbour moves in next door, what is buried out among the birch trees may come back to haunt them all. Hell yes. Say no more. I've heard phenomenal things about and The House Near the Street. So I'm so pumped for that as well. That's on Libby, so I'll be listening to that by audiobook. And for the final prompt, I'm going to pull out. I'm kind of nervous. Okay. This is supposed to say non-fiction about a real life haunting location. So, okay, let's just say that my mum loves paranormal, anything to do with paranormal and spirits and ghosts, and she loves reading about that stuff and watching documentaries and you name it. She's obsessed. She loves true paranormal stories. So I bought her the True Stories from the World's Most Famous Demonologists, which is by Ed and Lorraine Warren. Everyone should know who Ed and Lorraine Warren are. This basically follows a series of the events that they had occurred in their time as demonologists. So I'm really excited actually to read this because I have been so intrigued and interested in picking up one of their novels. They have wrote many on their experiences working in the field, and I am a massive believer in the supernatural. So that's personally me. I am a believer. I've had my own experiences with the supernatural, so this has always really interested me. So I'm actually quite glad that I picked up that prompt, is that I can explore and really get to understand what happens in these situations. Those are all the books that I will be reading in the month of October. I am genuinely so freaking excited for all the spooky books and for all of these spooky vibes. I don't know if you noticed, I had some skeletons put up on my shelves and I'm obsessed. I'm just so looking forward to October. I'm looking forward to all these creepy, scary reads. I just have such a fun time in October, and I definitely want to do some baking, specifically for Halloween baking, so stay tuned for some videos to come of me doing that because I had so much fun last year. I made thin cupcakes when I read My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix, and it was just such a fun time. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye!